First, the top headlines. State level 37th Drivers Day observed. Manipur Additional Chief Secretary's appeals all stakeholders to execute the assigned contract work sincerely. Manipur Drivers Union highlights harassments given by traffic and motor vehicles personnel. Amuko cautions India government to take all responsibilities of prolonged continuance of Manipur crisis. Thado NP Manipur welcomes a formation of popular government in Manipur. Cookie Joe Groups set 2027 deadline demand union territory with legislature. Cookie Joe bodies demand immediate lifting of Liang Mai Naga blockade, submit memorandum to Kangpok PSP. Russia launches another major attack on Ukraine's power grid, killing 4. A very good evening. You're watching the prime time ELITETV English News, and I'm your host, Ragina, giving you the news in detail. Manipur State today, the 14th January, observed the 37th Drivers Day, offering floral tributes and homage to departed drivers of the state. On the occasion, Manipur Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai, IFS, appealed to all stakeholders involved in the execution of road construction and repairing works to complete the works in time and with sincerity. Further speaking during the observation, which was jointly organized by all Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Worker Union, along with Joint Coordinating Committee on 37 Drivers Day observation held at Thangwaiban's Thau Ground, Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai stated that the drivers in Manipur are rendering one of the most daring and essential services for the people of the state, enduring several hardships. He highlighted that the driver community not only earns to maintain their families, but they indirectly help in the medical, education and other societal sectors of the state by contributing their service in transportation of passengers, goods and other essential items.
And I pay homage from the core of my heart today all the drivers who have sacrificed their lives for the cause of the nation, state or the people today here whom we are seeing today here, and I have my best wishes for all the drivers who are serving the state and the nation.
Meanwhile, Coordinating Committee Convener Maimom Anil, speaking on the occasion, stated that today's day is being observed in remembrance of the incident of brutal murder of one driver and a handyman who were killed on 7th January of 1990 at Ajubja by armed miscreants. He added that the people of the period protested for 7 days, following which the then government assured not to let such incidents occur again in the future. He further appealed to the general public and all stakeholders to appreciate the sacrifices, efforts being extended by the drivers community in serving the people, and further appealed to extend all forms of cooperation and support for the welfare of the drivers community.
Singam sung tamda ladiba praja puna makita mangtani ngasi sangla lambi ani sida masana we 37 amadi sana we number 2 hairiba sangla lambi ani sida awa maisa kya khangaga driver singchina Manipur praja gi namta chana thangna mayam mama ngasi hona ba yaba tawi yaba mayam tawri masi puna maksi Manipur ladiba ko gi singam sung tamda ladiba CSO organization sing mayam puna khangmina ba ma khangmina raga masi driver sing su ngasi gi miyang gi namta seba tawbiri bani habisi khanbi
Manipur Driver Association, Highway Truck Owners Organization, Senapati District Truck Union, Senapati District Truck Owners Association, All Manipur Gorkha Truck Drivers and Owners Association, today the 14th January jointly observed the 37th Manipur Drivers Day at the Manipur Press Club. On the occasion, Manipur Drivers Association General Secretary Sanjoy Katrimayum highlighted unnecessary harassment given by personnel of Manipur Traffic Police motor vehicles opposed during daytime, while several outposts pose another hurdle to the drivers at night time. Today's observation was attended by Manipur Drivers Association President Saikom Babudhon, Directorate of Transport Manipur Deputy Director Samson Huidrom, Social Scientist Dr. Dinabir Laishram, Senapati District Truck Owners Association spokesperson K. Adhari, and All Manipur Gorkha Truck Drivers and Owners Association President Anil Khawas. In connection with the observation, a journal titled Lamjaloi was also released. Speaking on the occasion, General Secretary Sanjoy Katrimayum stated that drivers are serving the people, ferrying several goods and other essential items of daily use. Amidst such a situation, giving harassment to the drivers' community by government officials and persons in authority is uncalled for and is a demoralizing act. He appealed to all concerned not to cause unnecessary harassment and troubles to the drivers who are working hard in serving the people of the state and reiterated to continue giving them support and appreciation.
Electronic media or print media media ki chinaw jingi khutang da Manipur ko magi mapam da hajani mudi diversity ki damak to oiba special oiba yamna maru oiba tawta ya trama masi aina allaga insurance policy amadi puthok piu lambi langang da thon do tho tholo kanda aso apan yorok pa chibala ba yorok kanda Manipur Driver Association na ngamjaba mate khara pangjaba sina kana atoba driver gi ne ha policy amta leite masi.
On the other hand, Directorate of Transport Deputy Director Samson Huidrom, while taking part in today's observation, expressed that people must analyze and discuss as to why the driver's observation is being held. He highlighted the need to incorporate various welfare schemes and projects for the drivers who continue to render selfless service for the entire society.
Driver welfare scheme, welfare scheme government side driver association welfare scheme family pension life insurance driver life insurance scheme must saving family.
The Thado NP Manipur TIM, which is the apex body of Thado community, has welcomed the formation of a popular government in the strive to own state Manipur. A release issued by the Thado NP Manipur stated that the establishment of the democratically elected government is a fundamental expression of the people's will as enshrined in the Constitution of India. It further highlighted that the Thado community of Manipur is a legitimate stakeholder in the democratic process, particularly across the 9 settled tribe assembly constituencies represented by the 10 elected MLAs from the hill districts. All Manipur United Clubs Organization President Sanjoy Sorokaibam has cautioned that the Government of India must take all responsibilities for its inability to bring back peace and normalcy in the state Manipur, which continues to reel under turmoil and unrest since 3rd May 2023. The statement was made today, the 14th January, during a press meet held at the Muko office, being jointly organized by Poire Limerol Meirapaibi Apunba Manipur, Committee on Human Rights, All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association, Manipuri Students Federation. Speaking further during the press meet, Muko President Sanjoy Sorokaibam stated that the prolonged continuance of unrest and violence is a result of India's divisive policy and stressed that Government of India must bear all responsibilities for such continued unrest, which has affected several thousands of people in the state Manipur. He added that the communities residing in the state Manipur are busy in promoting their vested interest and selfish principles instead of promoting the idea of unity and oneness. In such a time, the central security forces are witnessing the incidences in the state as silent spectators. He raised the question of the motive behind the silence of central security forces in taking action against anti-social elements alike irrespective of community.
Thar me the chathara khotki matung dagi di Manipur da people social level hana lema biu kunai president adu dagi aikoi yauna people will sebilo show chathara li marum di aikoi da marum di karigna habidi leram daba hana leram daba internet displacement lele adu sigum internet displacement ase 2023 ki 7 September prime minister da I ba memorandum thaduna kangal basu mokoi thoi basa oi de.
The 91st birth anniversary of eminent Manipuri literature and songwriter B. Jayantakumar Sharma was observed with solemnity and cultural fervor on 14 January 2026 today at the auditorium of Manipur Hindi Parisad Old Assembly Road, Imphal. The function was graced by Chongtham Kamala Devi, President, Bahari Memorial Trust, as the chief guest. Dilip Mayangbam, President, Asailok Manipur, presided over the program, while Nomaitem Kiran Kumar, former convener, Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, attended as the guest of honor. The program began with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp and floral tribute to the portrait of B. Jayantakumar Sharma, followed by an opening song and welcome address. In their speeches, the dignitaries paid rich tribute to the literary and cultural contributions of Sharma, who was a distinguished author of Manipuri literature and celebrated lyricist. The speakers particularly highlighted his lasting legacy as the lyricist of Sanalaibak Manipur, the state song of Manipur, which continues to inspire a deep sense of pride, unity and cultural identity among the people of the state. The chief guest appreciated the efforts of the organizers in preserving the literary heritage of Manipur, while the guest of honor emphasized the importance of remembering literary stalwarts who shaped the cultural consciousness of the state. The presidential address underscored the need to introduce the works of late B. Jayantakumar Sharma to younger generations. Under the aegis of IZ Manipur and Nagaland sector, the 86th Battalion CRPF conducted a civic action program today, the 14th January at Sejang village under New Kaithamanbi Police Station, Kangpokpi District, Manipur. The event was graced by the presence of the chief guest Ravindra Kumar, second in command presently holding the charge of Commandant 86th Battalion, K. James Rangway Assistant Commandant, Rajendra Singh Assistant Commandant, Inspector Dwarika Nath Yadav, OCF 86th Battalion. In the event, Satwang, Chairman of Sejang Village, and Hon Singh Tay, Chairman of Thingkhongjang Village, alongside village elders and residents participated. As a core component of the initiative, booklets were distributed to the underprivileged families of the villages to promote sustainable livelihoods. During the program, Ravindra Kumar discussed with village leaders and local youth regarding community welfare and cooperation in future. Addressing the gathering, Ravindra Kumar expressed his gratitude to the local community, stating that CRPF has consistently emerged as a pillar of stability and security in the region, with the goal to build deeper bonds of trust and mutual respect with every family. He continued that the distribution of booklets is a step towards improving earning the villagers for their economic needs. Representatives of the suspension of operations groups, the Kuki Zone Council and elected members of Legislative Assembly on Tuesday, January 13, adopted a set of firm resolutions demanding an expedited constitutional settlement for the Kuki Jo people, including the creation of a union territory with legislature. The resolutions were unanimously passed during a joint meeting held in Guwahati. Against this backdrop, the Joint Forum resolved that the central government must urgently fast-track negotiations to settle the political demand for union territory, with the legislature backed by robust constitutional safeguards to protect land ownership and indigenous rights. In the release, Thalawinpi Manipur stated that the organizations have previously challenged the 10 MLAs to resign if they genuinely demand a separate administration from the state of Manipur. Continuing to occupy assembly seats while simultaneously demanding separation is the contradiction that cannot be justified. It added that the respective political parties of the 10 MLAs must act decisively to ensure the representatives fulfill their constitutional duties. Thado NP Manipur has urged all members of the Thado community to act according to their conscience, reject divisive, opportunistic and violent politics and refrain from participating in any activities that undermine democratic governance, including the ITLF's proposed forced public rally opposing the formation of a popular government in Manipur. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Babina Multi Speciality Hospital na Lemjabi Self Help Group ka khutsamna duna free health screening OPD camp ama pangthok chegadauri. January ki tarik 13 thangje numit ki ayupung 10 dagi hauraga nungthil gi pung ani fauba ningthaukhong ward number 13 gi community hall da laying chegadauri. Hernia, gallbladder amasung appendix kamari leina ba leina, piles and fistula, breast lumps asina chingba mathakta panjari ba layung sing asigi damag makhada pizariba phone number asida call tawbiduna tanabiyu.
Sir, cha.
Thank you. Tado kedore.
Lok khara thungbani.
Hakchang thukthaba, layo hoba, hakchang meng taba tawbro.
Tawde kaigino.
Maramdi tuberculosis ki symptom singni nahak test tawrobra.
Tawdri darka oibra.
Darka oi maramdi TB test tawroba matungda treatment hogadaba.
Lying ladi phaba ngamgadra.
Soidana phaba ngamgani TB thungna khanglabadi treatment tawbagi chap chaba plan lei government ki health center singda free da lying li.
TB kanagumba amade hekta thungba yai. Hakchang sonba, nutrition watpa, churup thakpa, yu thakpa, ahal oiraba sing, diabetes natraga ICIB ga loinana hingliba singda TB thungba yabagi akiba lei. Madugi damak luna khanbigan ngasimak health center da chatlaga test tawthokpiyo.
Manipur के अहंबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमतंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथामलिकाई दा हांदुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लम्बी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लायंग बर चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग कायदे लई मशीना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबा सिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम न्यूरो सर्जन यामना तांगरिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अरापा मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबसी न्यूरो सर्जन उननब होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदसु नतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सु मायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरबसु कननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरो सर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्ली ना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताबा ममलदा लायंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्स-रे अमदी लैब का मई लेनबा सिंगसु अताबा ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi maglension biro amadi kudong saba singasi lobi ho hena kuba mrol gidamag hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak bu yagani.
Hello everyone, welcome to Career Topics. Ngasi mayam gidamakta puduna lakchariba career topic unconventional careers. Unconventional career haibasi aikoina traditional career haibadi doctor natraga engineering gumba mainstream career nataba adubuni khudam oina hairabada law, liberal arts, psychology, agriculture, mass communication, design, physiotherapy, forensic science, architecture asina chingban. Unconventional careers inge marakta ngasige topic mass communication. Mass communication haibasi aikoina miyambu karigumba pau natraga information matam amada punna yohanba adubuni khudam oina harabada pau che TV radio film na chingba asini mass communication gi career path asi changbada skills makhal kaya ama changli skills sing asige manungda maru oiba khara hairabada creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking, strong verbal and writing communication skills, editing, presentation skills, adaptability and flexibility asinachingba. Hairiba career path asi matau karamna tamgani. Kanagumba any stream da 12 loiraba 45% or above phanglaba mahiroi amana bachelor or diploma in mass communication asi pursue tawba yai. Mass communication hairiba career path asi yamna kanaba amadi lemjaningai oiba career path amani. Aikhoina mass communication gi tokhai ba section sing khairui madudi print and electronics journalism, advertising, public relation, radio jockey, news anchor, content writer asini. Kanagumba mahiroi singna thawai yaubirabadi aikhoigi office ta laktuna tanabiyu natraga makhada pizariba aikhoigi contact number asida pau phaubiru.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. A release issued by Julang Rong about the Assam, Manipur and Nagaland stated that it believes that every issue or conflict can be resolved through dialogue, fostering understanding and mutual respect amongst all stakeholders. The release added that in such critical times, Julang Rong Baudi appeals to any group or individual to shun all forms of violence and respect the traditional land boundaries. It urged all concerned state governments to take immediate initiative, implementing time-bound measures to facilitate dialogue and resolution by prioritizing peace and unity in the region. Mounting pressure over prolonged disruptions to a critical transport corridor, leading civil society organizations of the Kuki-Jo community on Tuesday, January 13, submitted a joint memorandum to the Superintendent of Police, Kangpokpi District, demanding the immediate lifting of the intermittent blockade allegedly imposed by Liangmai Naga groups along the Churachandpur-Kangpokpi road. Describing the blockade as an uncalled and deliberate disruption of the only remaining lifeline connecting Kuki-Jo inhabited areas, the signatories warned that continued obstruction of free movement could trigger serious public unrest in an already volatile region. The memorandum was jointly endorsed by Kuki NP Sadar Hills, Sahilka Committee on Tribal Unity, Thadok NP Gangte Tribal Union, Baifei People's Council and the Kuki Women Union Sadar Hills. The organizations urged the district administration and police to act decisively within 48 hours to ensure uninterrupted movement along the vital corridor. On 13 January 2026, combined operations by security forces and the Forest Department in Manipur led to the destruction of extensive poppy fields across Senapati and Chandal districts. At Sadim Hills Range under Senapati Police Station in Senapati district, about 30 acres of poppy cultivation were destroyed under the supervision of an executive magistrate. Meanwhile, in the Govog Hill Range under Chakpikarong Police Station in Chandal district, approximately 65 acres of poppy fields were eradicated. At the Chandal site, authorities also destroyed 2 temporary huts along with poppy pods and seeds found on location. In parallel, the Manipur police arrested 3 active cadres of the band group KYKL Sorepa from different locations in Imphal West and Kakching districts. The arrested individuals are identified as Kaithalakpam Telhaiba Mangang, 23 of Kwagaital Hinokong Nambi, Imphal West, arrested from Kangabam Lekai, Konthozam Gudi Meitei, 23 of Joypur Kunal, Bishnupur, arrested from Kwagaital Tokchom Lekai, and Livestream Michan Devi, 30 of Wabkai, Therapishak Kakching, arrested from Kwagaital Bazaar. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju on Tuesday, January 13, said the alliance functions like a family and is rooted in shared commitment rather than electoral compulsions. Addressing the 13th Foundation Day celebrations of the Nisat Party in Lucknow, Rijiju asserted that the NDA is a time-tested and well-functioning coalition built on trust, mutual respect and collective responsibility. The Union Minister noted that NDA partners are aligned with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of inclusive governance and national development. He said the alliance continues to move forward with unity and strength driven by this shared sense of purpose rather than narrow political interest. Russia launched a second major drone and missile bombardment of Ukraine in 4 days, officials said on Tuesday, the 13th January, aiming again at the power grid and apparently snubbing US-led peace efforts as the war approaches the 4-year mark. Russia fired almost 300 drones, 18 ballistic missiles and 7 cruise missiles at 8 regions overnight, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on social media. One strike in the northeastern CRPF region killed 4 people at a mail depot and several 100,000 households were without power in the Kyiv region, Zelensky said. The Trump administration has revoked over 100,000 visas, including of about 8,000 students in 2025, setting what it said was a new record as a part of its immigration policy to protect the U.S. from foreign nationals posing a risk to public safety or national security. Principal Deputy Spokesperson at the State Department Tommy Pickett said the Trump administration has no higher priority than protecting American citizens and upholding American sovereignty. He added that the State Department revoked visas from thousands of foreign nationals charged or convicted with crimes including assault, theft, and driving under the influence. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram, and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the top headlines once again. State-level 37th Drivers' Day observed. Manipur Additional Chief Secretary appeals all stakeholders to execute the assigned contract works sincerely. Manipur Drivers Union highlights harassments given by traffic and motor vehicles personnel. Amuko cautions India government to take all responsibilities of prolonged continuance of Manipur crisis. Hadawinpi Manipur welcomes formation of popular government in Manipur. Cookie Joe Group set 2027 deadline, demand union territory with legislature. Cookie Joe bodies demand immediate lifting of Liang Mai Naga blockade, submit memorandum to Kampong PSP. Russia launches another major attack on Ukraine's power grid, killing 4. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in and keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates. Thank you and have a good night.